Hey, Thabreakmasta here, and this is gonna be my another anime episode 11 review. Things just got crazy. I mean, so much stuff happened in this episode. It was just ridiculous. Yeah, I'm a little late on this one. It's really late at night right now watching this. Nighttime too. Whew. It was very chilling episode, honestly. Especially I had like the audio all loud and crap, so all the whoosh and crap just popping out of nowhere. I hate when the things pop out of nowhere. So it's kind of like, yeah, this episode's crazy though. I really loved it. Ah man, I love this anime. I love it. I was so skeptical about this anime for the longest time, but this episode right here made me just fall in love with it. This show is just ridiculous. So basically the episode starts off with Akizawa and her friend Takako, because I wrote her name down. Apparently she was actually important. I didn't know, but yeah, because I wrote her name down a long time ago. But Akizawa and Takako, they were talking about who was the dead person, because Takako and Akizawa ended up hearing the tape. So I'm just gonna say it right now that they end up hearing the tape, and so they were trying to come to a conclusion who was the dead person. And so then Takako was like, I remember this girl. Her name was Misaki, and you know, and stuff like that. And she had her eye. And then this Misaki we see now doesn't have an eye. So she's like, I come to the conclusion that she must be the dead student. She must have been reincarnated, and she has the missing piece, missing one of her eyes. Like that was like the dumbest freaking conclusion you can come up with, Takako. Like, really, Takako? That was like stupid. Naki's always like, maybe you're right. Well, I'm like, no, she didn't say that, but I'm just assuming that's what she probably said. So, opening starts. You gotta. No, I gotta stop singing. But, yeah, so that happens, and, you know, we were left off from the last episode that, you know, Sakakibara was like, okay, who is the, dead person? Misaki, it. And then, boosh, freaking Teshigawa comes in there, and he's like, I think I did something bad. I'm like, and if you see my last review, I was like, you must have accidentally tried to kill someone or something like that. I was just making a joke out of that crap, and then apparently that's what he tried to do. He tried to actually freaking kill someone. He basically got in a scuffle with a guy named Kazami, and I wrote his name down a long time ago too. And apparently he was suspecting him as you know, the dead student, because he was asking some shady questions, and he apparently, you know, the dead person doesn't normally know their past, so he was trying to ask about his past and everything like that, right? And yeah, he didn't really remember most of his past, and so Teshigawa got the hint, and he started acting weird. They were saying like, you're the dead person, so he reacted kind of weirdly too, so that made him really think that was him. He was so sure that was the dead person, so he's like, okay, I gotta kill him. And so, well, not try to kill him, but they were doing a little scuffle, and they're on a balcony, by the way, 2 stories up, and so they're scuffling and having a little fight going on, and then all of a sudden Teshigawa ends up pushing him off the balcony. That's basically what happened. I'm pretty sure it was not an accident. He knew what he was doing. That's why, because he came in there for the reason and the purpose to ask Sakakibara, does he know who Kazami is? And yeah, they knew who Kazami is. Kazami is that student that's really, you know, not really much of nothing. And so yeah, and he's like, oh crap, so he's the wrong student. He was just so messed up in the head and stuff like that. But then not Teshigawa, but Sakakibara was like, well, maybe he didn't die yet. I mean, he only fell 2 stories. It's still possible that he could have survived. So let's go check on let's check on his body and see if he's alive or not. Because he couldn't see him from the window. So he's like, let's go check let's go check and see if he's still alive. So they were going out all casually, trying to figure out what's going on. And all of a sudden, they hear the screaming and stuff like that. I think that's what it was. And then apparently, some people were, I think I don't know how to really, like, so much stuff happened, because apparently one of these guys like got hurt. Sakakibara saw him, and he was like, what's his name? I think it was Majima. He got stabbed, and then he looked in this room, and the dining room was on fire, and the manager was one that I guess stabbed Majima. I'm not really sure what was going on, because that raises the question: why did the manager stab Majima? Because I didn't understand what way, because Majima was on the ground, and he's like, and stuff, all bleeding and everything, and then the dining room was on fire, and the manager was in there dead. So what happened there? Why did Majima say this manager stabbed him? Like, this was really interesting. But yeah, he was on the verge of being dead and stuff, and then you know, the dining room was on fire and crap like that, and he's like, oh crap, we need to go get someone and stuff like this. And so Teshigawa had to watch over the kid and everything. And then there's like another screen that happened, and apparently there was just like a lot of killing going on and crap like that. And then there's this other thing that happened, because Teshigawa had to leave with Mochizuki or something like that. Because Mochizuki ends up running into him and stuff like that, and saying what's going on because they keep hearing screaming and stuff like that. And so yeah, Tachikawa and Mochizuki end up going somewhere, and they split up basically. And Misaki, Sakakibara were together, and they got themselves in a some little crap going on. But let's go to Mochizuki and Tachikawa. Mochizuki and Tachikawa, they were trying to see what's going on. So they heard the scream and stuff like that. So they were going, because a lot of scream was going on. So they heard the scream, and they were going in this room, and all of a sudden, like we see this dead, like there's a lot of blood, there's like blood on the ground and everything. So and then they never seen this like this dead person, like I not dead person. He's just like they just turn around, like it was all dark, and then all of a sudden, just like raining outside, and the thunder happened, and we see this freaking person with a freaking butcher knife, and he's just all, oh, this girl, I think, because I don't know what it is. I think it was like the chef or something, or like the cafeteria lady or something. I don't know who that was, but that person was crazy, and she was like trying to kill them. All of a sudden, I'm like, what the heck's going on? Why is it? There's apparently a murder going on here because people are dying. There's people just getting stabbed and dying and stuff like that. And oh yeah, I forgot. Tachikawa did go outside actually, and he came back to say to Sakakibara this before he saw that knife girl. That what's his name's body wasn't there. What's his name? Kazumi's body wasn't there. So it was weird. So he's actually alive. And so yeah, and Mochizuki actually ran into Kazumi also, and Kazumi was all dusty and crap like that, and he was mad. He had this dead look to his eye and stuff like that, and that scared Mochizuki. And Mochizuki actually left his tape in there, by the way, in his room, because he still had the tape, and the tape was gone. So now they lost the tape. All these killings are happening. Mochizuki and Tachikawa are in a bind why this freaking girl is trying to kill him right now. Tachikawa ends up getting his leg slashed because of the butcher knife falling out the girl's hand and slashed his leg. And so Mochizuki's trying to save his butt right now because that girl's coming after him. And so with that going on, and then there's a fire going in the dining room, and then Sakakibara and Misaki are trying to look for the tape, and just all this crap's going on, and then all of a sudden, freaking, like I said, Takako was crazy enough, and like I said, she came to the conclusion that Misaki was the person that's the dead person, so she's like, I'm gonna kill you, and she's like, I don't know what's going on. So apparently the tape's gone. Apparently she has it, and then she tells it to everybody in the freaking in the hotel. And so everybody knows that you gotta kill the dead student, and he came to her conclusion, and everyone was listening to her that Misaki is the dead person. Go kill her. Do it now and stuff. So everybody was like, I need to save my life. And so now they're all trying to go after Misaki, and so Sakakibara is trying to save her butt right now, and everyone's like, we gotta kill her. And then the freaking the teacher had to come. What's her name? I wrote it down somewhere. Miss Mikami. She's a teacher, and she's like, no, don't kill her. What's wrong with y'all? You can't do this. And so and the kid's like, I don't want to die. And I like he had like a broomstick, and then he's like about to swing it and stuff, try to hit Misaki, but then the teacher got in the way, and she got her head smashed. Now I'm not. Is she dead? I'm not sure, because this guy, freaking because Hazumi fell off a 2-story building, and he's still alive. So this possibly she's still alive, but I don't know. But she got her head smashed in, and so yeah, guy's like, and then he was all scared, and so Sakakibara's like, get the heck out of here, and so they start running, and then they run into some other girls, and then freaking Sakakibara went beast and just freaking like did a flying knee attack into the girl's stomach. I'm like, oh crap, and she's like, oh my god, there goes Sakakibara. But you shouldn't be hitting girls, but you gotta survive. So yeah, they end up going to this room 203. I think it was his room, and then everyone's like, get out of here, and stuff like that. And Takako is part of the freaking group right there. And so, yeah, they're breaking in the door, and they're outside the window trying to climb through, because they're on a 2-story building. And so they're trying to climb to like the next room and stuff like that. And then this girl's like, hey, I found you. And she tried to stab him, and she ends up freaking slipping. And then she falls off a 2-story building on her neck, snapped all her stuff up. That would had to hurt. God, she ain't surviving. And like the way she landed too, she's all in like a weird awkward position. She's like in the crab stance. Yeah, and so she's dead, and then they're in this other room and stuff, and they're just trying to figure out how the heck, like, this is just getting ridiculous. Like, what's going on here? So they're still running. Mochizuki and Takizawa, they're still in a bind. Like, he's dragging Takizawa's body because he can't get up, his legs hurt, trying not to get killed. And then there's 2 kids. I don't know who they were, but they doesn't really matter now. 2 of the kids, they're like, we heard, they were like skeptical about the whole thing. So they're the only 2 people that had some sense, It's like she was like maybe like did seem kind of suspect, but I didn't think nothing of it, right? And the other kid's like, yeah, I don't know, it just seems kind of crazy. And like I smell something burning. He's like, yeah, the guy said there was like the fire in the dining hall and everything like that. And so apparently, I don't know, this dude here, I don't know why, but I think that was the dining room because he opened the freaking dining room door and he's like, oh crap, there was a fire, and then all of a sudden, boom, a freaking explosion happens and freaking a fireball goes right into the dude. He got toasted, like freaking Mortal Kombat. He was burnt to a crisp. Yeah, he darker than me, but yeah, so he's now dead, and the guy's like, oh my god, and crap. And as I said, this episode was just pure craziness. I'm sorry, I'm kind of all over the place with this review because this episode was just ridiculous. I was like, what the heck's going on? Like I said, I was confused at the first part of the video because the anime episode, because I was just like, what is this girl talking about? Because I didn't understand why she was like coming to this conclusion, all that crap. And it's a dumb conclusion to come up with. Freaking Takako, yeah, and freaking Takako, they end up finding Sakakibara now, and misaki, and then she ends up stabbing Sakakibara in the arm. And it's like, I'm not here to kill you, I'm here to kill you, girl. You gonna die tonight. And she's like, and actually, this is the first time I see Misaki actually worry about her life because she actually moves. Because normally she just gets saved by Sakakibara all the time, right? But this time she actually gets out the way and she moved and stuff like that. And then there's a wire, and she ends up running. Takako runs this wire around her neck, and crap. She's like, hey, I'm gonna kill you, you son of a. And then she's this board crap fell down. Like the roof kind of collapsed on itself, and then the wire caught her neck, brung her, and strangled her, and she ends up dying off of that. And then yeah, she ends up picking the little metal thing that girl was Takako was trying to kill Misaki with. Misaki has it in her hand, and then bad timing. Akizawa had to come because Tako's is best friends with Akizawa. So with that weapon in her hand, she's dead up there. What do you think she was gonna come to the conclusion with? Oh, you killed Takako, I'm gonna kill you now. Now Akizawa's in the whole mix, trying to kill people and stuff. And Sakakibara's like, no, this is not what happened. And it's just like that. And then freaking honestly, I don't know what's up with her, but maybe Misaki had this thoughts like, if we just killed the student, all this stuff would just stop off already, right? So she's like, you know what? All right, and she just leaves, and Sakakibara's like, wait, Misaki. And so I get the conclusion that she is gonna try to actually kill the student. I think that's what she's gonna do. She's gonna go and try to kill the student because she does know who it is, I guess. So we're gonna see like what her actions are gonna be. The next episode credits, they were showing like the whole place was just on fire now. They couldn't stop it. That place just went on fire, and I'm hoping not everyone died because I mean at this point there is no classroom. If that's the case, then they should be okay at this point, right? But yeah, everything's on fire, and then you just see him and see those two. Sakakibara look mad. They're like, this is some crazy crap going on. This episode was just amazing. That's all I can say. I'm sorry this review went so long. There's just so much stuff, so much epicness that was going on with this episode. It's just I couldn't keep. I really wanted to do this review. So yeah, man. Again, who do you think is the student? Because some people. I saw someone comment on my video last episode. Saying Akizawa was that could be one of the people. She has a past though, is one of the things. That's why I'm not really sure if it's really her though. Teshigawa remembers his past too. We don't really know too much about Mochizuki. It's possible it could be Mochizuki. I mean, he does look dead-like. I mean, look at his body. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just looking at down the list, and I mean, there's a lot of people on here, and a lot of them are dead, and some are just still around. And just I'm not really sure who the dead person is. I'm just hoping they reveal it, and I hope this person has some significance to the story, and it's not just some random kid that we just find. You know what I mean? I'm hoping it's one of the main characters. That's all I'm saying. If it's made of Misaki, I'd be surprised. But this I don't know. You leave a comment below and tell me what you think of this episode. I'm just astonished. This episode was just great. I loved it. Did you love it as much as I did? Leave a comment below and tell me what you think. Like this review. Subscribe to my channel for some more another reviews. Yeah, it's been another episode 11 review. And until then, break out.